What's going on, people? This is an opportunity for her and to me to speak up and to reach up. And it's ironic that my mom started Yoke Production, and the slogan is to speak up, to reach up, and hope to save somebody. This girl on my left has a story. Some things were said, not just about her, but also about my family personally, and I don't agree with this. We just wanted to come on here. She really wanted to come on here more so to just kind of speak just a few things, not go into detail, not really say names, but just more so just get some things off her chest, right? And so y'all pray for us and pray with her, and as she speak her heart.
First thing I want to say is that I don't want to bash nobody or say any names. I just want to give you my side of what's going on and stuff. I've been hearing a lot of stuff, and a lot of the stuff has not been true. Well, most of the stuff has not been true. And at this point, I've been doing good trying to ignore it, but it's kind of getting irritating just letting a whole bunch of rumors go around. So I don't know what to say. Okay, I was molested by my uncle. For a couple of years, and it was told to my grandma and my aunt and my mom and everybody, and nobody really believed us other than my mom. And my mom is schizophrenic, and sometimes she gets manic, so they didn't really take her credibility from it. So yeah, I'm irritated because of the stuff that's being said. If my mom would have never died, if I was never beefing with her before she died, and like stuff like that, and it's not true. Or like just other stuff, like just a lot of stuff that's just not true. I can't like really just think of everything right now, but it's really stressful. It really is, and it really like gets on my nerves. And I don't be having I don't be having people to talk to other than Marcus, really. And a lot of times I don't really be wanting to talk to him about some stuff.
And I can't speak for her, but I'll speak for me, is that this particular person was somebody that, before I knew the situation, was somebody that broke bread with me. Like, I let him stay with me, even with my daughter living with me. I didn't see anything. I mean, it wasn't nothing weird going on, nothing like that. But just to show y'all how close a relationship that me and that person had. He looked up to me, you know what I mean? I mean, I fight for him, and I make sure he was cool. He made sure I was cool. Like, we was like brothers, right? And so when I found out the situation, years later, when we started dating and things like that, and I found out the situation, I talked to the person. And so I met with him, and I sat down and talked to him, and I said, hey man, this is going on, and I heard this from Kira, and mind you, Kira told me this might have been maybe months or a year before we even had this conversation. So I was like, I always believed Kira. I told him that to his face in my office. I said, I always believed Kira when she told me that you molested her. I said, but I don't know about your daughters. I don't know about your kids. I don't know about nothing else. But I do believe them. He kind of flared up a little bit and was kind of annoyed. I mean, as, whatever. But I said, but here's my thing with this, bro. I said, we all have sinned. I said, the church is full of nothing but people that's broken. We all have our own closets, skeletons in the closet. So I'm not here to judge you, bro. There's going to be killers, murderers, rapists, all types of people that get their life right in heaven. You know what I mean? It's people. It's reconciliation. You can reconcile your problems or your shortcomings in life and get yourself together and do the right thing from that day forth. And so I was saying, hey man, I said, how about this, man? How about you just reach out to him? And I'm not saying it's gonna fix everything, but just apologize. I start there. Just say, hey, I know what I did wrong. I did do it, and I apologize, and move over from there. And like I said, I thought from that point maybe he understood and he would, reconcile, whatever. reconciled. You know, I'm up here talking crazy. It didn't get fixed, and it became a much more bigger situation where it was a fights being involved and people was threatening. And I feel like because he felt like there was some wrong that he probably had done.
And it was annoying because people that don't have nothing to do with the situation, haven't been here for years, has so much to say. And
Right.
like, I understand that you're defending because you're like on the outside looking in, and you just think I'm coming out the blue, like just saying stuff.
Right.
But it's not the case. This stuff been going on. People just haven't been seeing it.
Yeah.
And we was in foster care, and I know a lot of people be saying, even my mom's mom says, well, why didn't y'all say anything? And that we have said stuff. Like, what would you rather do? I mean, I'm just speaking for myself. I would have rather stayed there in kinship care than stay, than go to like other foster parents.
Yeah.
I would rather
And
stay with family because that's all that we really had.
too, though. The foster care homes that she been in was a bad situation.
Yeah, so everybody always be like, well, y'all was cool, like we didn't know nothing was going on. And like, it's a lot of situations where people like be around the person that molested them, or like, like they could just, I could just function around, like, it irritates me.
And that story, I'm sure, resonates far. This is why we're talking. We're speaking up and reaching up, because a lot of people are probably going through the same thing and don't want to talk about it. They've been still going to the parties with that family member, still going to that church with that church member. There's a lot of things that happen that we don't know about. I thank God that it didn't happen to me, but my mom has the same story. My family, some of my family have the same story, and so it's so common. It's so common, and all I'm saying is, like I said again, we had a conversation, and I was threatened, and I was confused that I got threatened. I was confused that I got the text message that I'm going to come to my church, and catch you on Sunday, and put hands on my family. I was confused. I didn't know what was going on before, but I'm just confused. I'm like, why are you fighting with your niece now anyway?
He didn't know the situation at first, what was going on. It just came to him out of the blue, but
it was a straight text message of threatening to me. That's how I got it. And so I'm like, wow. And I didn't even respond like I would respond. Usually I'm calling everybody, I'm calling family members, and we about to make it happen. But I'm just like, I'm confused. Why is me and you like bros, bro? We grown men. Something going on in my house, you can talk to me about it. That go for anybody. Here go a quick pointer. If something's going on at my house, I have control of the situation, and we can talk about it first. Even with y'all, even if you got a difference about this video, you can call me. We can sit down and have a conversation. What I won't do is be threatened. You know what I'm saying? I won't feel threatened. I want my kids will not be in jeopardy, and I won't lose what I have put together for people that ain't doing nothing with themselves.
And we're not beefing with nobody. I'm not beefing with nobody.
No, we're not. Listen, we're doing fine. We're moving forward. We're not beefing, but she just wanted to get it off her chest. And so again, like I said, we had a meeting with Pastor, with these set people, with that set person, and Pastor said out of his mouth, hey, you just keep your family to yourself, and you keep your control of your family that way, and we just gonna move forward. He said, I ain't nothing to do with anything else, let the courts handle everything else, but as far as this go, fighting in my church amongst musicians, come on, man, that has to minister together, we won't allow that. And I understood that, and I thought that's what was good, until I find out now that she chasing Marcus and all types of stuff, and
that I just left my family, and that's not the case. I was the only one helping my mom, like literally.
Is that they basically didn't treat her like a sister. They didn't treat her like a daughter. It was just toxic, put like that.
Exactly.
You ain't got to go to it was a toxic situation before I got there. When I heard the stories, and here's my thing, they probably don't even know all the stories that this lady happened inside the truth that happened to her growing up. And to see them, when I first met them, you would think that everything was okay. They really was toxic. It was toxic to her mama. It was toxic, and I'll be real with you, I don't know what the young man been through. I'm be real with you, I don't know his story, but I believe there's something going on there.
If it was anything like my mom's, then it was just as bad.
As you said, we're not bashing nobody. We're not talking about nobody. We're not beefing nobody. I'm not coming to your house. You ain't coming to mine. So please don't come to mine. I stay with that thing. Not only do I have the Bible, but I keep a peace. For the things that was said, this girl lost her mama in the most tragic ways possible. And you got to understand, and I'm not disowning nobody else's relationship with her mom, but she takes it the hardest. Still shed tears to this day. And when I come in the house and my girl was doing so much better, man. Like you understand what she go through. She doing so much better. She been coming to church. You know what I mean? Singing in the background, doing the live videos. I'm serious. Working with the first lady, doing different things, getting out, going to KBC. That's the first time she ever said she really liked the church. I mean, singing in the background, y'all. Y'all don't know who my girl. It's amazing. You need some craft work, plug. Hey, how that? Anyway, you need some work done. You know, she dope. She's creative. She can draw. She's dope. But she been doing all this stuff, and to watch her do that, and then come in and watch her, all of a sudden everything stops. And to see her in the pillow crying with the sheets wet, and ask her what's going on, what's wrong, and she says nothing. But I always tell her that tears have words. I say it all the time to her. Tears have words. So there's something going on, you just don't want to talk about it. And to come to find out, it's some stuff like this. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And it's annoying because, like, I really am the one. I feel like I'm the one that be trying to, like, keep the peace. Like, I don't like beefing. Like, I just be wanting those, like,
She
relationships.
Doesn't like
Yeah, I want
drama.
that relationship with them. I want a relationship with my sister. I want a relationship with everybody. So,
and I think they don't understand that. I keep telling her that if it's toxic, I don't care if it's the pastor. If it's toxic, let it go. But she really wants to be she wants to have a family.
He gets mad at me when I just let people, and we do a lot, we sweep under the rug, but I do try to talk about it. It just never happens. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but I need to stop doing that.
But
I need to stop doing that.
They're used to it. Like she said, she told him earlier time that, hey, I was molested. Grandma sweeps under the rug. That's my baby. He didn't do that. It's a similar story. My mom would say the same thing if she was in the room. It's a similar story. People always don't, no, not my brother, not my sister. No. That could have been pastor. Pastor didn't do that. But people are sick and the devil is real. The enemy is real. And so all I was saying is get help, bro. Don't hurt nobody else. Don't hurt your kids. And reconcile this, man. You ain't got to be best friends. We ain't got to come to no cookouts, but just reconcile it and move on.
Sorry and never talking about me again, and like letting your females know that like they need to stay in a place would be very great. Or your friends and like people like that, like just let them know, like if you're not just gonna own up to it, just stop talking about it because you're making it worse. It's like digging a hole and it's getting really at this point it's really pointless and it's irritating.
In other words, like she put on her post, if you're gonna defend him, which is cool. Do what you gotta do. If you're gonna, but don't keep our name, keep the Felker family out your mouth, man. That's it. That's all I want you to do. Keep the Felker family out your mouth. We're trying to move forward. We're trying to be what God called us to be, bro. We're doing great things, and we're not trying to hold no grudges. I'm trying to get her to heal and forgive you, bro. This has been my whole thing. I've been trying to work in your favor, not to help you, but just in a sense to help her. More importantly, but at the same time, I want to see you heal too, bro. We all in this thing together, man. It's called life. Yeah,
I was gonna say another thing I want to say is that it's like my feelings, like they really be hurt. Like my feelings really be hurt. I'm not even gonna lie about it. My feelings be hurt because I like just be like expecting stuff from people, and I don't be seeing like what I do so wrong. And when I try to like talk to people, like when I try to talk to them about it, we can never talk about it. But it seems like everybody else always comes and tells me what that person is saying, and I don't understand why. Like, why can't we just like talk about it? Like, why does everything have to be like so like filled with animosity? Like, I done tried to talk a million times. I promise to God, I done tried to talk a million times. I don't know like what's being told. Like for real, I just know what people, like the little messy stuff people's coming to tell me. I don't know what's being told, but I don't like it, and it's not fair. Yeah. That's not fair. It's not fair, especially when I'm like Nobody can say that I sit there and dog like anybody. They can't say that. It's only one person that can say that I like said something that like just off the strength of just being so mad after hearing something that she said. Like I can admit that it's one person, but I mean still at the end of the day, like I'm getting dogged to like multiple people.
I'm being real. She be so broken and hurting. And like I said, she loved the sense of family because she never had it. She never had the real family. Even when she come to our events, or we go to Alabama, and it's like she just be sitting just loving it. They hey, this your old lady, mom?
I be loving it and sad at the same time.
But exactly, because she a realization of it, like, man, I don't have this. But I keep telling her that is your family, man. I don't care what nobody say. You see what mama do. Where my daughter, tell her come on over here. That's your family. You ain't sometimes, and this is true, and you know it's to be true. Sometimes friend or other people outside of your blood be better, thicker than your blood. You have better. I have now, even me now, I have better relationships with people that ain't really my family than I do with my own family. And everybody has dysfunction. You know, we have dysfunction even going on right now in my house, in my family. There's dysfunction going on in my family. But I told her, she know I'm very good at just look. She know it. I'm good at, I don't care, grandma, cousin, niece, nephew.
He teaching me because my heart too.
Hey, I ain't got time. Listen, somebody will replace you real quick. I don't care who you are. Somebody will replace you real quick. I don't need no drama. I don't have time for it. I got kids. I want to see my kids grow up. I'm trying to get generational wealth. I'm trying to do too much.
And one more thing. I don't know why females don't like me, but please leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. At this point, it's childish and it's annoying.
She's a really sweet girl. She's a sweet girl. I've never seen her fight. I ain't never seen her, I've seen her get mad and flare up, but I never seen her get out of control or be extra. So
yeah, I'm not on that unless I'm pushed.
All this crazy stuff, y'all, people picking and all that. Just stop picking. That's what I'm saying. It's stupid. Just stop picking. This is a young lady. We're trying to hopefully, get down that aisle. We're trying to go get a house built. We're trying to move forward, like I said, and again, and be what God has called us to be. I'm not trying to be like Marcus. She's not trying to be like Kira. She's trying to be what God has called us to be. And we're the head, not the tail, above and not beneath. And we will not allow, and I keep telling her this, don't allow miserable people to keep you bound. They crabs in the bucket. And because they're not happy with their own self, they're not happy that you're doing better for yourself. And so, again, this is not a knock to nobody. This is not a threat to nobody. I'm not trying to call nobody out. We're not trying to be funny. She's just speaking her truth. And her truth is she's been through some pain. That's the truth. Whether it be called by brother, uncle, sister, mama, everybody. She's been through some stuff that she shouldn't have to deal with as a kid. She didn't choose her parents, bro. She didn't choose her grandma. She didn't choose her uncles or aunties. She didn't even choose her sisters. And I'll tell her every time she wake up, I say, look, dude, no matter what you've been through, you still standing. The stuff that she has to say and the stories that she got, man, the fact that she's still breathing and she getting up, I'm cool if you don't get the laundry up. You woke up today. Be all right. Her sister battle is not her battle. It's not her battle. It's not her battle to fight. She's not trying to fight that battle. She got her own story. So what her sister got going on, that's her own story. You deal with her sister. Don't come to her with her sister mess. That's not her battle.
Yeah, because I can't control what somebody else says. I handle myself differently.
We're not doing a certain way. We're
not saying that she handling herself in a bad way or anything. I'm just saying
that's her. You got an issue with her. Go address her. Don't address the whole. Don't address both sisters. Address that one sister that you got an issue with.
Because now I'm forced to do this.
Yeah,
and I didn't want to do this. I'm a very private person.
Yeah,
I don't like talk about nothing to nobody. So this.
This is huge. This is huge. But it's still well needed. Because she keep on having, like I say, every day, keeping this on her chest and on her mind. And on her heart.
Swell like crazy.
and she's broken by it. So just again, keep your family right over there. Keep your mouth off our family, bro. And we won't talk about y'all. We're not messing with y'all. I mean, she been in church seeing this man and it been haunting her every Sunday. She'd come home and say, Mark, I don't want to keep going to that church because I keep having thoughts.
Or like visions. I'll be trying to sit there and I'll like be trying to like concentrate and listen to pastor and like I'll just like find myself like just like staring at him
or get angry.
Yeah, and not on like purpose. Like I don't just sit there and purposely try to stare at him. Like I'll just be like dozed off and I'll be like, wait, why was I staring at him?
It's triggers and the fact that she still kept coming. And I told her, I said, look, at one point, just don't come. You don't got to come to this church. Find your church home that's gonna make you happy until you get over it. And I'm gonna say this too because I know somebody gonna say it. Well, she got to get over it. That is true.
I'm trying.
That's true. She has to get over it for herself, but she don't have to forget it because it's made her and it's making her who she is. I know it sounds tragic and it's a tough story. It's a tough situation, but it's made her who she is. She's so strong because of what she's been through. We're not trying to be malicious. We're not trying to dog you. We're not trying to talk about y'all. We're not trying to be funny. We're just simply trying to say, hey, all the lies and the nonsense y'all making up about our house is not true. It's not true. And what is true is that she was hurt. That's what's true. And he knows it. They know it. We don't have to keep lying and fussing about it. We know what's wrong, but now that we know the wrong, can we fix the wrong? That's all I'm asking. Can we fix the wrong? And can we move on? Can we move forward? That's it. You got to move forward, we move forward. No matter how long ago it happened, tell somebody. Because you'll never know who you're saving. Speak up so you can reach up.
Nope.
That.
Sorry.
Jesus. The biggest thing.
I'm about to have one. Add me. I'm gonna be doing all types of different
Well, add me
You're
and
gonna
follow
love
me.
it.
Add me and follow me. Dang, it cut off. See, it won't move. I can't get no tag. Marcus. My name Marcus, and this is
Akira.
okay.
Yeah, let's start.
No, you
Why
good.
I gotta say my name?